The Little Rabbit and the Wisdom of the Old Oak. In a small, cozy burrow on the edge of the forest lived a little rabbit named Andy. He was a small white rabbit with big, shiny eyes and soft fur. Andy was very loved by his family, but he had a problem that made him feel a bit lost. Whenever he wanted to say something, he would start whining and become very clingy. His parents and friends didn't always know how to react, which made Andy feel even more misunderstood. One day, when Andy came home from school, his mom noticed that he was sad. "What happened, Andy?" she asked gently. Andy shrugged and started whining. "No one listens to me, Mom. No one understands what I'm trying to say." His mom hugged him tightly and said, "Maybe you need someone to help you express your feelings better. How about a walk in the forest? Maybe we'll find the answer there." Journey to the forest. Andy agreed, and together with his mom, they ventured deep into the forest. They walked through dense trees until they reached a great old oak. The oak was enormous and looked like it had been standing there for centuries. Its branches spread wide, and its leaves rustled gently in the wind. His mom smiled and said, "This is the old oak. It is very wise and may be able to help you." Andy approached and sat down under the oak. "Good morning, old oak," he said shyly. "My name is Andy and I have a problem. Whenever I try to say something, I start whining and no one listens to me." Conversation with the oak. The old oak responded in a deep, calm voice. "Hello, Andy. I see you are a brave little rabbit for coming to me for help. Tell me more about your feelings." Andy began to talk about his problems at school, how difficult it was for him to express his thoughts and feelings. The old oak listened attentively, then said, "Sometimes, when we have trouble expressing our feelings, we start whining because we want others to notice us. But whining can make others not understand us. You need to learn how to speak clearly and calmly." Learning communication. The old oak began teaching Andy different ways to express his feelings. "When you feel like you want to say something, take a deep breath and try to say it calmly," advised the oak. "If you feel sad, say it directly. If you're angry, try to describe what made you upset." Andy started practicing these new skills. At first it was difficult, but over time he began to notice that others understood him better. His friends and family started listening to him more attentively, and Andy felt more confident. After several days spent talking with the old oak, Andy returned home. He was now a different rabbit. He knew how to express his feelings and how to speak in a way that others could understand. His family was very proud of him, and Andy felt that he had finally found a solution to his problems. At school, Andy began applying what he had learned from the old oak. When he felt like he was about to whine, he took a deep breath and spoke calmly. His teacher noticed the change and praised him for his efforts. "See, Andy," she said, "when you speak clearly and calmly, everyone listens to you." Andy was very happy. He knew that thanks to the wisdom of the old oak, he had learned something very important. Now he could communicate better with his friends and family, and his life became much easier and more pleasant. Every evening, before bed, Andy thought about the old oak and its wise advice. He knew that he could always return to the forest if he ever felt lost again. Thanks to this adventure, Andy learned how important it is to listen to others and express his feelings in the right way. The story of Little Rabbit Andy and the Old Oak shows how important it is to express your feelings skillfully and listen to others. Thanks to the wisdom of the Old Oak, Andy learned how to cope with difficulties and became more confident. You too can learn to communicate better and express your feelings, just like Andy. Remember, it is always worth listening to others and speaking clearly and calmly.